Welcome back to Geek Culture 101, your home for all things geek. It's time for another episode of News of the Geek, where we cover some interesting news based on a geeky topic. But before we get rolling, I want to apologize if my voice isn't exactly up to par. Had a minor procedure yesterday, and from them putting the tubes down my throat during it, my throat and therefore my voice is a little bit scratchy. However, gonna push on the best I can to bring you the news. Today we're talking about Nintendo again, and this time a US patent examiner rejects Nintendo's summon sub-characters and let it fight in one of two modes patent as obvious non-final ruling. Now, Game Freya initially broke this story and has an extremely lengthy article on it that I'll have a link for below. But basically, it's going back to the whole Power World situation and how they were trying to copy Pokemon, but they're doing it through patents instead of, suing over the IP. Basically, Nintendo initially filed this, I believe, last year in September, if I remember right, and the patent was approved. However, they updated it and resubmitted it, and now the patent examiner rejected that. So, it covers the whole Pokemon style thing, capture, release, battle kind of thing, like you see in Pokemon, like you see in Power World, from my understanding. And so they're trying to say that they own the rights to that gameplay mechanic, which I get. Nintendo wanting to protect their IPs. I'm even one that, doesn't believe that there should be ROMs out there necessarily for games because, they could release those and therefore make money off of them again. Now, maybe they should allow it for games that they're not going to release or something like that, but, I get they're wanting to protect their stuff. However, I don't think you can really, patent gameplay mechanics like that. Video games as an art form, can only do so much mechanic wise. And really, there's been so many copies like Digimon and things like that that use the same type of formula for years, and now suddenly they have an issue with it. Again, I think it just goes back to Power World. But, you know, I get it in some sense, but I just don't think they have much merit. And of course, the patent examiner seems to agree with me. So basically, they are kind of out of luck, I think. From my understanding, this since it's not the final ruling, they can still work on it. But, you know, they're not going to have much luck, I don't believe. But we'll see. Only time will tell. What are your thoughts? Should they be able to, basically copyright or patent such gameplay mechanics? Post your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Until next time, stay geeky, my friends. Stay geeky.